flipping sexy stuff. This music. This is by what's this guy? Oh yeah, Little V Mills. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He is a guy that does kind of covers of different video game songs. Fun fact: he actually does Kenny Omega, the wrestler. I think he does his like theme song. Like he actually made it, which I think is pretty badass. And obviously Kenny Omega's got that Street Fighter influence and stuff, so it's always good fun. Right, anyway, I'll save the rest of that song for later on. We have got some flipping big things to talk about, folks. Obviously, the DJ Disco Power Hour is going to resume as per usual, as is, you know, the case with this week. However, something dropped last night, which we're going to talk about. I'm just going to play the trailer. I'm going to kind of talk about what's going on with everything. We've got Saman in the chat. I don't know why the chat overlay is not appearing on the webcam. Give me 1 wee second. I'm going to see if I can try and fix this. Chat. Yeah, there it is. It should be there. Yeah, I need to get, hang on. Can I add this? No, that's not it. I'll do it at some point. But it's definitely group. Can I just do? No, don't do it as a group. Alright, anyway, right. We'll worry about it another time. That's such a flippin' minor point to worry about. Anyway, we got to talk about AKI. AKI trailer dropped yesterday, or last night. I was actually going to go to bed, and then it dropped, and I was like, well, no, I can't go to bed, because I'm going to be sitting there flipping, go! Ah, she's so beautiful. Right, the thing is actually, right, unpopular opinion, she looks a bit flipping wild. Like, I don't, listen, I'm definitely still going to play her, and dedicate a lot of time, more so than any character so far with Street Fighter 6, excluding Jury, obviously. The minute she comes out, I'm going to flipping grind the hell with her. Although I'm going to be away, ironically, the weekend that she drops. But I'm going to be able to play her for a little bit before, and then once I come back, obviously. It's going to be very weird. I'm not really sold yet on how good she is. And I guess we'll talk about this whenever we go through the footage. So I'm actually going to go... Alright, it's obviously Street Fighter 6 is on at the moment, but I'm going to move my thing over. So it's AKI. There we go. That should be alright. Let me just go to OBS and make sure you guys can see that alright. Yep, all good. Alright, awesome. You might hear a little bit of the DJ music in the background. It should be flipping really, really quiet, so you shouldn't be able to hear it. But anyway, let's go through the AKI trailer. I know that flipping Max Million and flipping Jay Wong and all these other people have done it, but you know what? None of those guys were FANG players, alright? I am the only true FANG player. I'm the one that has the better opinion of this than anyone else, alright? And you can quote that. Anyway. Let's go through the trailer and talk about kind of some of the stuff that she has, some of her tools, and also just what she kind of is like as a character, because I think this trailer really kind of settled that FANG will never be back in Street Fighter. They basically just redesigned FANG to be AKI. So I'm curious to see, you know, if you know it was worth it. If they did all this stuff to mess things up, you know, like they messed up the FANG thing. People don't like him. I still love him, but no one else does. So this is their like attempt number 2 at trying to make that prototype work. So let's see how kind of well they did. Let's play this. I also think it's not the Jury voice actress, even though I was convinced it was prior to this. Right, and let me know what the volume's like, by the way, if it's too loud, let me know.
Time to work, time to work.
It definitely just sounds like her though, which is hilarious.
When inhaled, coriander blocks the gamma-aminobutyric acid receptors in the...
So obviously I've seen this before, so I'll kind of talk over different things.
It's a work of art! It's perfect!
That's a good frame to pause. She does look quite funky, I will say. Like, she definitely does have a very unique look to her. A lot of people don't like the hair. I can kind of agree. The hair is a bit flipping wild. I actually looked up, so I didn't look this up, but Capcom put out a really interesting PlayStation blog post to talk about some of this stuff. And one of the things they said is the hair was kind of inspired by the kind of like hats that you would wear in China that apparently they would associate with like hitmen or assassins, essentially. They would wear these kind of, I think one of the characters in Mortal Kombat wears, I think it might be like, I don't know who it is, but anyway, it basically, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's like one of those kind of hats that's kind of like a low rim with like a kind of cutout in like the front of it. So you can kind of see like one eye. And that's obviously what they're going for here. You can kind of see, I can use my cursor here. You can see like the cutout, which is where the hair is here. She's got the kind of FANG purple eyes. She's got the FANG really pale skin. She's obviously got the purple motif, like her eyes are purple, her nails are purple, her extensions of her nails are purple, obviously. She's kind of got a white, black, and purple kind of design. And yeah, I agree, Sam, man. I think the design is really cool. It's obviously much. I mean, Fang I really liked as well because he was really tall and lanky and had this kind of cape, and I quite like that. But if you're gonna make a kind of female version of him, sorry, this is probably the best way to go about it. But anyway, and you also see kind of they really wanted to incorporate the kind of animalistic thing. Hair is perfect if it's slightly rain. Yeah, I mean, look how thick the hair is as well. That's like a flipping mop. Like you're not poking your fingers through that at all. She needs she needs a rake for like her hair to comb it. Anyway, you'll see that one of the things you want to incorporate in this is like the animalistic motif. So with Fang, he was quite bird-like, which a lot of people thought was quite goofy and stupid. Because obviously his super was he flapped like a bird, dropping like poison pellets. He had his flipping like weird kind of floaty like normals and stuff, which kind of emulated the flapping of wings. AKI is very much like a snake or like a serpent. You kind of notice in her moves like how she kind of her body and limbs move. And some special moves literally just emulate a snake outright, which we're going to see here. So let's continue.
What to do with you now?
Hello, it's the GIF I used on Twitter.
So, shall we put him out of his misery?
I can think so. A lot of people have said that. Right, so let's talk about some of these things first. So these are some of our normals here. So our normals are a little bit... This is where a lot of people get in the Vega comparison from. Like, she does have a lot of, like, pokey normals, Like, these kind of, like... The extension is going to make her normals look a little further than what they actually... Her kind of body model is going to make the normals not look as if they go as far out as they actually do. And that's a similar thing with Vega. Like, with Vega, you think you're able to, like, hit him. Or you think he's not able to hit you from a certain range. And obviously he'll just kind of, slash you. And then you realize, oh wait, like, his normals are much further than what his body is. And I think she's got a similar version of this, but a lot less kind of apparent, except for a few of the special moves, which are literally just Dalsum, but again, we'll get to that. She also has this weird kind of target combo. Let's show it again. I think that's like a target combo, that kind of 3 jabs, because she kind of hits with both her arms. So that's going to be quite an interesting thing to see how that's going to be used, like in terms of footsies or, like getting people away from you. I think they've tried to make her like the snake from the Bible, make eat the apple kind of thing, the manipulative snake. Yeah, I mean, obviously she talks in the story mode about like, oh, you should try some of this. Like, it's a medicine, it's a potion. And then she's like, haha, it's actually poison. You suck. So I think she is supposed to be like this kind of conniving figure. But at the same time, unlike the snake in the Bible, I think this snake's just unapologetically like, yeah, I am evil and I'm going to flippin', hurt you. Like the kind of way she is, like she kind of loves to torture, and I think that's why a lot of people are, flipping head over heels for her. Quite fitting that I'm playing the 2 characters that are like the most psychotic in Street Fighter. That's exciting. Yeah, you've got kind of these interesting moves. That looks like an overhead. Ironically, she actually has like DJ's back heavy kick here. Hold on, I'm actually going to turn the playback speed down a little bit. So like for some of these moves, I want to talk about a few of these moves individually. So that kind of looks like a little bit like Fang's like coward crouch. There's the thing. Like that's a weird kind of move there, and then she has this kind of good forward medium kick. I'm going to mute this actually because this audio is going to be deafening. That's a pretty decent stand medium kick. It kind of reminds me of Kimberly's actually. Like Kimberly's got a really good stand medium kick. If you can drive cancel that, that's a good normal. I feel as if that will have good priority, and if you can drive cancel that, that's a big plus for her. But if you can't, that kind of sucks. Because like BJ's stand medium kick is kind of like that distance, but you can't drive rush it. Although you can drive rush flipping every other move. Kimberly's is similar to that and can drive rush it. So I'm wondering on what side of the fence they're going to go at there. And look at the hitbox, that back heavy kick, it hits behind her. Yeah, I mean, DJ's is kind of similar as well, to be fair. That looks like an overhead, which is quite interesting. I'm not sure if that's like a command or if that just kind of, hits normal. Yeah, that's very good if that actually hits like that. Like that might be pretty good for stopping cross-ups. One problem the jury has with a crouch heavy punch is I feel as if it gets beat by cross-ups quite a bit. Like you'll try and do it and they'll just stuff you essentially. That looks like you're going to get rejected, denied from that. Although a bit worryingly, I'm wondering if she has a crouching anti-air. I don't think she has a special anti-air, but if that's her only anti-air, holding back heavy kick, you have to really get used to that. And maybe me playing DJ over this past 3 days and the coming few days will actually help me to get in that mindset of getting ready for the back heavy kick. But yeah, that looks very good. That's basically Fang's stand heavy kick, I think. That kind of, yeah, like that. Oh my gosh. Right, so there's a back heavy kick again. That looks like forward heavy kick, and that looks like a punish counter, so I can imagine you'll get big damage if you hit that on punish. Kind of, again, with Fang, like his best combo starter, if you knew you were going to get a crush counter, would be like stand heavy kick into like stand fierce. So I can imagine her having similar combos like that. I would think anyway. You see, that's interesting. I'm not really sure what that is. It's like a lunge, I think. And then as you can see, that's where the poison comes in. And here we go. She does her wee flipping, scratching of the floor. She actually leaves marks. That's pretty cool. I didn't even know she did that. Yeah. So like this is a special move showcase. There you go. I wanted to actually highlight that. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to play this in slow mo. Look at the way her body moves during this forward throw. That double jump kick looks like it'll go over lows. Fangs looked like that as well though, and I feel as if like it didn't. Like it just got like, I think you would sometimes stuff them, which is quite good. But that one obviously looks like she lifts off the ground a bit more. Let me just check again. Actually, hold on. Sorry to be going backwards here, but I'm just curious. I mean, did she? Oh, she pressed crouch light kick, I think, and that did go. That like stuffed it completely in a way. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so there might be some you might not be able to get low profile against this move, like I might just, eat it. Right, anyway, yeah, right, look at this flipping forward throw, look at the way her body moves during this forward throw, and you'll really get to see the serpent, like, style of her. Take a look at this. Yeah, look at her arms for that. And then look at the way her kind of body contorts as she throws you, same with this one as well. Like, and then she strikes, like a viper in a way. And here comes the Dalsum. When I first saw this, I was like, what the hell? Yeah, I mean, that's just basically Dalsum moves. It reminds me a bit of, Ed, I think. Ed's obviously has his kind of grapple moves from Street Fighter V. Grapple! Please just grapple! He has the grapple moves, which kind of reach quite far. But obviously this is more like, Also, I'm kind of getting similar vibes to like Ivy from Soul Calibur. Ivy's kind of got the sword that can extend. She kind of has a similar thing going on there, and obviously, as you see, it poisons her as well. So let me go back a little bit. So you have, there's the back throw again with a slash. That's kind of an interesting combo. Don't really know what that is. That's her fireball, which obviously just explodes on hit. And then, yeah. Okay, so that's kind of a super coward crouch in a way. Like, that's almost like a maneuver there. She can also drop, like, poison, like, puddles. Again, kind of like what Dalsum does with his, V-Trigger from Street Fighter V, V-Trigger 1. It seems that she can also do that as well. That looked like a pretty interesting anti-air, I think. Yeah, that again looked like a special move. That looks like the same special move that she's doing for this. There must be like a kind of, I would imagine it's probably forward slow but more chip, forward fast but less chip, and then a kind of down one. Or it would be like, kind of forward, like diagonal and up. So I think it's going to be one of those. Or again, it could just be this, like going down as well. There could just be different options for this. It does look pretty interesting. Yeah, it kind of leaves like an explosion poison bottle again. So I'm wondering, one of the things I read is that whenever she throws her fireball, her like bubble basically, you can blow it up early. And I'm wondering if you blow it up early, it'll leave the puddle, and that you can basically just use that. So for example, if like they're in the corner or something, and you want to keep them there, you'd like throw a poison puddle, explode it like right in front of the corner, so they have to like just stay in the corner unless they want to jump, and then you can hit them with the back heavy kick or that ducking kind of up punch there. This is, I think, the Slither move again. Yeah, so she kind of has like Fang's low profile, the coward crouch, because Fang could evade fireballs for his as well. But hers like goes forward, which is quite interesting. It's almost like a mixture of like Fang's coward crouch with Blanca's like slide. It's very interesting. I'm gonna have to see how this works in the game, because that'll be quite interesting to see, if that actually is as viable as what they're showing it in this video to be. Yeah, she has this kind of up move, which is quite weird. Oh, here's the full. I think that's just a meme. I think that's just if you don't press anything, it's just slide indefinitely. Yeah, hold on. And that's kind of, I think, did she do that from the coward crouch? I think she did. Yeah, so coward crouch, that's like a forward lunge that poisons the opponent. It looks very unsafe though, so I'm not sure how practical that's going to be. That's basically Fang's coward crouch right there, the down kicks. And I'm wondering if, like Fang, that's going to be really, really like high frame advantage. Because with Fang, like one of your best offensive tools is to do that, like when the opponent's blocking, to kind of keep them in block stun. And then you can get the mix up afterwards with the grab or jab mix up. So I'm hoping it works in a similar way. This is obviously on hit. And then obviously it just goes in there. That's the command grab you can do from the coward crouch as well, which looks a little it's a little suspect. But obviously that's supposed to be like kind of a constrictor, again, keeping with the snake metaphor. Yeah, that's a really interesting kind of jumping cross-up she has. That like, it almost like it hits her like from the front, but then she lands in the back, which is quite interesting. It looks quite ambiguous, you know? And then yeah, this is her level 1. She just kind of kicks him up in the air, and then just, wah, here, have a poison thing. Also, by the way, I saw this on Reddit, someone pointed it out. Watch what she does whenever she lands after this, alright? So she puts her in the bubble. Keep your eye on AKI while she's like leaving, whenever she's going back to the ground, alright? It's a poison bubble. Check her out. What does she do? She flaps her wings, just like Fang. And then there's her flippant alternate outfit, which I think is pretty sick as well. And again, it's very Rose-like, which I also like because, you know, I'm a big fan of Rose. Yeah, these are her kind of combos from the explosion bubble. Her EX kind of command grab does have a projectile invincibility, which is good, as does the one that goes up. So I'm wondering if, like, maybe... I'm actually thinking, so Fang has his, like, command dash, which is just kind of, you know, like he kind of ducks underneath, which can evade fireballs, but is really kind of niche. It's only useful to, like, bridge the gap after a knockdown or after a super or something, like just doing it to get straight in the opponent. I think maybe she's got 3 versions of it. She's got one that goes to the floor, one that just kind of does the regular kind of dash, because that looked like the one that she did to go through JP there. Hold on, like this one. Hang on, so it's this one, I think. Like that. I mean, that might still be the ground one again, but then I think she might have a version of it that's like high. So like maybe kind of on the floor, middle, so kind of like Fang's, you know, kind of command dash, and then this like the one that goes in the air. That kind of reminds me of like Cammy's like hooligans. Then yeah, that's obviously goes into the command grab, stab, stab, stab. I think he poisons him again. Yeah, I mean a lot of her moves basically poison you, which is really good. She's kind of got Cammy's like stand heavy kick as well. That's a good combo there into the fireball. She leaves the poison cloud. That's what her drive impact looks like. Looks pretty cool, you know. The kind of slash kind of hits your dick in a way. That looks like a forward heavy punch and like a turret combo. And then there's her level 2, which I think I would imagine it hits full screen, which I actually think would be pretty cool if it does. That means it'd be really good at like punishing fireballs and stuff. Yeah, this is the combo after the. Yeah, I mean look at this. Yeah, that pushes you forward towards the opponent. Gets a crumple. You could definitely get more damage, I think, from that. Right, I'm gonna play this at full time now from the JP match because I kind of want to see the super in all its glory. But yeah, I feel as if some of her combos are quite, you know, useful for this stuff. I'm gonna turn this down a bit. Yeah, you gotta see her more in like real time here, because I mean, look how fast that kind of movement is. It looks a lot slower when you play it at 0.5 speed. Yeah, that's a good combo there. Like it seems like you can combo kind of out of her like tower strikes quite easily, which is quite good. Or like her heavy kick even. Yeah, that level 2 is full screen, that's really handy. Yeah, that's really good. Oh, look at this level 3, I flippin' love it. I flippin' love it. Oh, I can't wait to flippin' jump scare people with that. Look at her flippin' wind pose as well. Terrifying. Ugh. No, that is flippin' scary. Alright, good stuff. Well, AKI, I am looking forward to seeing kind of how she plays. Shoutouts to Firelina in the chat as well. Firelina, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but we'll take it. But yeah, all in all, I'm quite interested in what she's going to be like. Put it this way, I was not expecting her to play like this. I was very much expecting a sort of Fang light in the same way that, you know, we've had light characters of, you know, like the Street Fighter 6 characters that have come in. Some of them have been like slightly altered versions of like, you know, characters that have came before. But Street Fighter 6 has done a pretty good job of like taking these archetypes that they've already made and making something completely brand new out of them. So making like, you know, because you could argue that Manon is like a version of Abel, who was like a version of Alex. Jamie is obviously a kind of version of the twins. AKI is obviously a version of Fang. They've been doing a pretty good job, and Kimberly with Guy obviously is a big one. So I think they've been doing a really good job of like recreating these archetypes that they've made in this game. And yeah, AKI, I'm very curious to see how she's going to play because I'm definitely going to be picking her up. She drops at the end of the month, which is very exciting. Well, end of next month, I guess. So I'll definitely be, you know, grinding like hell to do well with her. Especially if she's like maybe not that popular, I'll definitely want to play her then. Because so far, Jury, I'm surprised Jury's not more popular than she actually is, because I don't really run across many Juries on ranked. But still, I'll be interested to see how she kind of develops. The big things though with her are if she has good normals, a decent drive impact, and if she can, if she has an OD reversal or any sort of reversal that's not super, that will basically mean that she'll actually be quite viable. I don't think she's going to have an OD reversal, though it doesn't look like any of her moves are going to look, you know, none of them look like good kind of get off me moves, which makes me a little bit worried, but we'll have to deal with that when we come to it. Right, anyway, DJ. We're back with the DJ Power Hour. We're back for our regularly scheduled programming. Alright, so once again, I've played a little bit of training just to kind of freshen up my combos a little bit. But once again, we're going to be playing for about an hour. What time is it now? I'll probably play to like an hour and a half then, I would imagine. I have went offline for some strange reason. Oh my, I can't even see the name! No! Someone followed me and there was a pitch black screen at the same time. Hang on, let me check that. Also, by the way, how fitting, I had the FANG notification for for the AKI reveal. It's Charlie. Oh my goodness, I'm going to butcher this name. I apologize, mate, in advance. Charlie Bergeron, 33. That's as close as it's going to get. But thank you for the follow, mate. I hope you're ready to watch my DJ either kick ass or get his ass kicked. Put it that way, because I've had kind of a mixed bag with streaming in general with DJ, and I'm going to turn this up a bit. I'm trying to see what the audio is like for this. Alright, and then I'll do. And the connection error, awesome. Right, well this hasn't been a good start. Although I'm still online though, it says. Alright, here we go. Go Ed Charlie lad. Yes, exactly. Sorry, I read that really flippin', really complicated there. But yes, shout outs, there we go. I know, we got a follower, what, like, on Sunday as well? So we're slowly climbing. Who knew that all it took was just playing DJ to get more followers? No one wants to see Jury, but DJ, yo, let's go. DJ's in there. Alright, come on. Alright, am I going to have to flip in go? There we go, finally. Right, don't make me regret this. I think the goal for today is... I'm still streaming alright. Like, is the stream alright for folks? Like, I'm not losing any... Oh, no, I'm dropping frames. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm dropping frames. Alright, is my stream still alright? Did that guy just follow me and then... Oh, no. My connection's fallen down the toilet. Oh, dear. Right, hang on. We might need to flip in abort with some stuff. Alright. Oh, no. My frames are still dropping. What's going on, my internet? What are you doing? No. The DJ flipping power hour is getting sabotaged. I did my AKI thing and then it's fallen apart. Oh no. Right, hang on. Right, we'll be back soon, folks. Hang on. We'll be back.